Hi, our little molecules.
We're unstable.
Today we'll be doing another episode of Fake Fiction. Virgil, would you like to explain the rules?
So essentially the rules are one of us finds 2 fanfictions for a specific fandom and then we write one. But the other doesn't know which one is the one that we wrote, and we have to guess, essentially.
And what is our topic today?
Our topic's going to be the Umbrella Academy.
And before we start, just a quick point recap. I've won 2, Virgil's won 1, so I'm winning. Alright, let's get started.
Also, I feel like it should be important to mention that we haven't finished season 4 yet, so everything we talk about read-wise for the Umbrella Academy is going to be pre-season 4. Okay. The first pick. I believe this one... Okay, this one's not an Ann Reader one.
Okay.
I do have at least one that is an Ann Reader.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Why would you do that?
Because it's funny.
Okay.
I'm going to turn a little bit. Everyone knows how much Five loves his coffee. It doesn't beat Dolores, but it comes a close second. Anyways, he was on his 10th cup of the day, and it was only 2 p.m. This wouldn't have been as bad if he had woken up early. Except he hadn't. He'd woken up at 11 a.m. Jesus Christ. Safe to say the others were slightly concerned because this much coffee couldn't possibly be healthy. This happened a lot, and the others decided to keep track, and today was no exception. Diego, although he never shows it, does love his family, and he just so happened to be passing by the dining room where Five was drinking his coffee. He paused, backtracking to check he had seen it right. This was the 3rd time today that he had personally seen Five drinking coffee, and he had heard of his siblings saying they had seen him drink of it as well. He walked into the dining room, clearing his throat to gain Five's attention. Five turned to him, slowly putting the cup behind him. Diego gave him an assessing gaze before breaking the silence. How many cups is that now? Five scowled before replying, "That's none of your business, Diego." He said Diego's name as though it were poison. Diego rose an unamused eyebrow. "Watch your tone, Five. I don't care how old you are. It doesn't mean you get to speak to me like shit." He gave him a hard look. "I asked a simple question. I would assume that it's just a simple answer." They were both glaring at each other, neither one of them willing to back down, until Five averted his gaze, muttering incoherent words under his breath before look back up again and giving his answer. 10. 10? 5, you've been awake for 3 hours. You're right, I should be on my 12th cup, but you worry words are constantly hovering around me. No, 5, we don't care if you have coffee. What we care about is the fact that you don't know when to stop. Are you saying I have an addiction? Damn right I am. Now give me that mug so I can pour it down the drain. You get no more coffee today, and you get a max of 4 cups tomorrow. 5 glared.
Who's speaking?
Diego.
Okay.
5 glared. What the fuck, Diego? No, I don't need to listen to you. Diego took large strides over to 5, towering over his child frame.
Me neither.
He reached behind him and grabbed the mug before turning and walking towards the sink. 5 let out an angry huff before spatial jumping in front of Diego, instantly reaching for the mug. He found he was unsuccessful, however, when Diego just held the mug higher, before crouching down and throwing 5 over his shoulders like a sack of potatoes. 5 sputtered. "What the hell? Put me down, you big oaf." He started hitting Diego's back angrily, squirming around as much as he could, looking for a way down. Diego pinched his leg, getting a yelp in response before he spoke.
I don't like this. I don't like any of this. Also, I can't imagine Diego lifting 5. I feel like that should have been loser.
Real. Getting yelled in response before he spoke. "Settle down, you're going to fall and hurt yourself if you keep that up." He poured the coffee down the drain while he spoke. 5 practically growled. "You owe me another cup of coffee." "I owe you nothing," Diego continued, walking despite the protests from the boy over his shoulder. "Now we are going to sit on that couch and talk about your coffee intake." And they did. They sat down on the couch while Diego lectured 5, keeping a hold of his arm to make sure he didn't jump off. 2 hours later, 5 was found sitting in his room, muttering angrily to himself. And that is the end of that one.
Okay.
Now we're on to the next one.
Let me get my thoughts real quick. I don't feel like the writing's you, but I do remember, because I've looked through your AO3, I do remember something with that big concept. I feel like.
You might be right. I don't remember what half of my stuff is. I'm going to say
Of 5 drinking too much coffee, so.
Okay.
Continue.
Our next one is going to be an Andrew one.
Oh my god.
day had arrived, the day you would be able to talk to your soulmate, specifically your 29th birthday. You had been waiting for this forever, since your soulmate specialist told you the age you would be able to contact them.
29?
29.
Okay.
By now, all of your friends had gotten theirs, and you were the only one who hadn't yet. It was really the only thing you could look forward to since you moved out of your parents' place into your new apartment. There you were, on the couch, surrounded by unopened boxes.
Actually, I moved out at 19, not 29, so wrong. First off.
There you were, on the couch, surrounded by unopened boxes, waiting for the clock to change to 12 a.m., so you could finally send a message to them. The green letters on your digital clock were the only light in your dark living room, sorry. You weren't planning on turning on a lamp until you had to write. Plus, it made the atmosphere suspenseful, which you found appropriate. Is that why you don't like the big light? It makes it suspenseful.
Yeah. I don't like the big light because it's suspenseful, not for any other reason.
Not for any other reason. Soon the numbers on the clock changed to 12 a.m. You immediately threw down the clock and turned on the lamp, grabbed a pen on top of the box, and softly scrawled a message on your wrist. Hello, he wrote. You stared at your wrist for a good while. Nothing. A few more minutes, still nothing. Just when you were about to just turn off the lamp and call it a night, you felt a bizarre tingling sensation on your wrist. You looked down to see a short message written in the neatest handwriting you've ever seen. Hi, I guess you're my soulmate? Your face went red. You didn't know why either. Maybe it was because your true love had just spoken to you, or maybe it was just because he had just blatantly stated you were his true love.
So when does this become an Umbrella Academy?
Just, you gotta like, it's an Anna Reader fic. You know, I could have chosen oh my god, the reader's mom sold them to the Umbrella Academy.
Yes! Thank you, Mom! You know what? None of them motherfuckers.
The more you thought about it, the more you blushed. Yeah, I guess. Right. Well, I'm Ben. What's your name?
Oh, not Ben! Okay, not only is this an animated fic, but they chose the character that has the same last name, or first name, not last name, as my boyfriend, Ben.
Yeah!
I want to believe that you wrote this one just to torture me. I really do. But the writing's like really good. So maybe.
Ouch! Evil!
Wait. Are we talking season 3 Ben or season 1 and 2 Ben within this fic? Do you know?
I don't remember.
Because I'm gonna be pissed if it's season 3. Don't shit me with that motherfucker.
I mean, just from the way he talks, it might be season 3.
Oh god. No. I don't want him. Send him back.
Send him back. Return to sender.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, well, I'm Ben. What's your name? Spencer.
It just says YN, right?
Yeah.
I forgot.
Cool. Do you have any hobbies? Just general stuff like cooking, listening to music, reading, etc. You? I love how cooking's one of your hobbies in this.
Cooking is one of my hobbies because I'm so good at cooking.
Mm-hmm.
I love cooking.
Of course. Listening to music, reading, etc. You? Reading. Okay. What are your favorites? Call me cliche, but I'm a fan of H.P., Lovecraft, and Stephen King. Though I do enjoy an Agatha Christie every once in a while.
Why'd you space it out like that? H.P. Lovecraft. And it's H.P. Lovecraft.
Oh!
That is one author.
No, I'm gonna be so honest. I thought this person abbreviated Harry Potter.
Oh my. You didn't write this. Unless you're playing mind games on a level that I don't think you're capable of.
Though I do enjoy an Agatha Christie every once in a while, which I fucking love her plays and stuff. Sorry. A horror fan, I take it. Sorry, side note. No, sorry, I'm gonna say after. You can say that. The conversation only grew from there. Agatha Christie's are like horror. The conversation only grew from there, as you both got familiar with one another, asking about past experiences and interests you both had. You only stopped when you couldn't keep your eyes opened anymore, and said goodnight. Over time, you grew to love Ben. He was funny in his own way and a little sarcastic, but still a sweetheart. He talked fondly of his siblings, even though he did mention that they were sometimes a bit too much. He was oddly uncomfortable with talking about his parents, however, which you didn't pry, because it really was none of your business at the time.
It is season 1 too, I think.
I think so too.
From the description of it.
Yeah. Overall, you loved him, and he had stated himself that he loved you as well, and it made you feel complete. The problem was that you lived hundreds of miles apart. The city that Ben resided in was nearly 6 states away, and there was no easy way for you two to visit each other. You could FaceTime, sure, but you both really wanted to see each other in person. Unfortunately, you were broke, and he would never be able to see you without his family getting too involved. So, do you guys not FaceTime?
I don't know.
Do you FaceTime?
No, I don't. I don't FaceTime him, and also, I don't know him, and also, shut up.
You found yourself lying in bed in the middle of the night, thinking over every possible solution to this problem, when you heard a tap at the window. Odd. You sat up tiredly and looked toward the window to see the love of your life at the window. You felt a sudden rush of confusion and excitement hit you like a tsunami, so you rushed over to the window and opened it, seeing his bright smile widen at the sight of you. What are you doing here? It's 4 a.m.
Wait, the love of my life is there? Penn Badgley? Penn Badgley's there? Oh, wait, yeah, this is about Umbrella Academy or something. I guess Penn Badgley's not there. Continue.
I couldn't take it anymore. I needed to meet you in person. I should have told you. I know, as you probably are going to be working or doing something with friends, but half of my family was out of town, so this was the perfect opportunity to surprise you. And I love how you said you were doing something with friends at 4 a.m.
Yeah, I was. I always am.
Of course. Shh, you hushed, grabbing his hand. I think this is the best way you could have done this, Ben. I'm thrilled you're here, and I'm actually not busy at all this week. Please, don't be so hard on yourself. You smiled, taking in Ben through every one of your senses, from the way he smelled like English breakfast tea to the soft palm of his hand being enveloped by your grip. You glanced at the clock, remembering once again how early it was in the morning it was. Oh God, Ben, you must be exhausted. Come, you can sleep with me tonight. Ben smiled softly as you led him to the bed and got under the covers, snuggling up to the man you had longed to touch for so long.
No. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't want it. I don't like it. I don't want it.
Okay, so I forgot about this one. This one's also an and reader fic.
Why would you do that? But why? Why would you do that?
I think you are actually gonna hate this more.
Oh.
This is your fault, you know. You say to 5, looking at.
Don't. Don't do this to me.
Kicking at.
I'm gonna take a second. One eternity later. I've returned. And I'm ready.
This is your fault, you know, you say to 5, kicking at a piece of rubble as the two of you pass it. You didn't have to grab onto me right as my power activated, you know. 5 says back, he's clearly mocking you. If you haven't caught on yet, you and 5 are stuck in the apocalypse, because you, as 5 seems to think, chose to be like everyone else and like a celebrity, and had grabbed 5 when you saw him running. He seems to hate you an awful lot, having said so the first day you met. The first day you had been in the apocalypse, you confessed why you had grabbed him, and he told you how he'd never date anyone who likes celebrities in that way. You can always leave me, you reminded him, a smirk on your face as you continue to easily keep up with him. As tempting as that is, Spencer, I unfortunately need some form of human interaction to not go crazy. Aw, how sweet. You need... Jesus, why did this person draw up the... You need me. You sing the words as you say them. Your already present smug smirk growing. It grows even more as you see the annoyance in 5's posture. Though he does remain silent, you continue to walk alongside him in this silence. The exact same thing you'd been doing since you arrived here, 3 days ago. So what do you think caused the apocalypse? You ask for probably the 10th time today. Spencer, for the 10th time today, I don't know. Why would I know, or even care? Spencer, I've only continued to allow you following me so I can figure out a way to get back to my family. 5 shouts at you. You stumble back, sure he's expressed his annoyance pretty clearly, several times the past 3 days. He'd actually yelled at you, though. You swipe the tears that are falling down your face. You then continue to back away, no longer wanting to be around him. Spencer, wait. 5 tries to grab you as he speaks, but you move out of the way. Quickly, you grab some rubble and throw it at him before running off. You came to a conclusion that day, one you'd never forget. What they say is right about meeting your heroes, especially the ones you're in love with.
Okay. So, if it had just been based off the stories and not the way you are, I would say the second one, right? Just based off the fact that you know I hate being Wyatt. You know that the love interest being Ben would bother the hell out of me. But you didn't make it season 3, Ben. And you also thought H.P. Lovecraft was Harry Potter, Lovecraft.
Okay, no. I didn't know H.P. Lovecraft was an author. And I thought that this person just abbreviated Harry Potter for some reason.
So that one...
And I thought Lovecraft was just a book.
So that one's not you.
Yeah, I kind of fucked myself over on that one.
That one's not you. I don't know if you do that to me on the last one, but you might. The thing is, you might do that to me. And it was awfully short. So many of them are awfully short. I know, but that means you would have not had to take too much time to write it. But I think not putting my final answer yet.
Okay.
But I'm 90% sure you wrote the first one.
Oh, okay, why?
I looked through your AO3 one time and you had one about 5 liking coffee a lot. And I think you might have just reused one of your old
That's fair. They're from 2019 half the time, so.
And it wasn't very good. Not that I think you're not very good at writing, but if you used one of your old ones, it's not gonna be good.
No, you're right.
And honestly, that's the only one I thought this entire time. I love you, I'm sorry. This is the only time I thought this entire time, oh, the writer's not very good at this. So I'm very sorry if you're proud of that one, my love. I'm gonna feel really bad if that's somebody else's. But I'm gonna go with 1.
Your final answer?
Yes.
You're incorrect! Really? No! I read the third one!
Oh, why would you do that to me?
I mean, at least I didn't go through with my original plan of doing an incest one. Because I could not stomach writing incest.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Another point for Virgil. I don't think that's the right side of the marker.
I don't think that's the right side of the marker. But I won this one!
Okay, that was the better.
Which marker did we